All right. So, I tell you, I go to these places and it's just not the same without you guys. It's cool, but it's not great. It's cool, but it's like it hurts a little bit. It's windy. Sorry. Um, yeah, I'm in like literal like paradise, and all I'm doing is thinking about you guys. It's cool. There's nobody around. It's just me hanging out, and yeah, I'm sitting here. Been sitting in the hot tub here for 10, 15 minutes and just think about you guys the whole time, the whole damn time. Can't get it out of my head. I guess that's the reason I make these ridiculous videos, is because I want you guys to know, whenever you know, that your old man didn't bail on you. Not by a long shot. Love you guys and miss you guys with everything that I literally am. So don't worry. I mean, I'm telling myself not to worry. That's the reality of it. I'm not telling you not to worry. But no reason to worry. I have it on good authority that we will see each other again. Like, good authority. So, anyway, just wanted to let you know that even though I'm having fun, I'm not really having that much fun. All right. Enjoy. Now I'm in Miami, and I just had Japanese street food. I can't even say it. I'm food drunk. I had a lot of Japanese street food, like a lot. But it's funny, the feeling of Florida. It's afternoon, it's evening, and the feeling of Florida, I am thrown right back into picking you guys up from daycare. Like, completely. Just want to let you know. All right, love you.
You can't control what's happening until you control how you respond to it. That's where you go.
Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is feeling fear and moving forward anyway.
Dreams without goals are just dreams.
Against the world, if you can't win the war against your own mind.
It's chest day, chest and triceps, getting it in.
Oh, yeah.
Cut out all that other stuff. I don't even know what you're gonna use for the intro now. Something I don't start with very often. Hardly ever start with this, ever. We have a dip bar, but the holes don't work. So this is gonna be my little dip machine. It's a vertical leg press. You use it for legs, but I also use it for chest and triceps. The DLB daily, we're doing 3 sets of 12 here. Since it's chest day, I know we're using triceps, but we're gonna start off. You can do dips for.
I'm back home now. The two-handed wave. That shows you're extra excited. I've just realized I have a hat on. I don't know. I'm leaving it on. Hey, girls. I miss you. I love you. The new job has me going to all kinds of cool places, and I'm super excited. I was just setting up the computer to record, and somehow this video came up because it's chest day for me. I think YouTube's actually like reading my mind or something. It's coming, but I'm like, oh, chest day, and then this is one of my favorite people. Dana Lynn Bailey. She is a no nonsense, no BS kind of person, and just crushes it in the gym. Oddly enough, and I'm not virtue signaling here, I've noticed that a lot of the people I've been watching and getting influenced by influencers are female now. I don't know why that is, but like Michelle Curran, I've shown you a few of her videos. The F-16 pilot, Thunderbird pilot, DLB here as she goes by. I don't know what that's about. I'll have to delve into it. Maybe my therapist can tell me. Which, by the way, I'm gonna go on a rant. Dad's going on a rant. Mental health professionals. I have never run into a group of people who are so incompetent and compensating for their own lack of mental health. Not all of them, not all, but a lot. The majority. I am convinced now, and I'm open to the discussion, but they appear to do this thing of they know that they're not well. They need to signal to the rest of the world that they are well, and so they become mental health professionals, which is about as easy as it gets now. You just take an online class, basically. And then you get certified by another mental health professional who's equally as unwell, and off they go. It's like personal trainers. I've noticed, I go to the gym and I see personal trainers showing people how to get fit. One, they're not in shape. Two, their technique is terrible. Their tips are useless. They don't actually push individuals to get better. They do this thing of like, I watched it. This girl was doing curls with her personal trainer right there. She had 2 pounds. 2 pounds in each hand. My beard weighs 2 pounds. It's ridiculous. It used to be a personal trainer would challenge the person, but apparently we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings anymore. I'm hoping that time of sensitivity and all that stuff is over with. I mean, be sensitive, but still, you gotta, challenge people to get better. You guys, Grace, I'm betting you've seen this movie. What's it? Oh my God, I just had it in my head. It's the one where the kid's a drummer. Rooster is a drummer, and he meets the biggest asshole, music instructor on the planet. I keep wanting to say Reach Around, but it's not Reach Around. It's not that. In any case, the guy, the instructor appears to be an asshole, but he's not. He just expects people to become their best self. What the hell is the name of that movie? Okay. Whiplash. Almost like Reach Around, but not. Whiplash. I'm gonna go ahead and look that up. Rare words. Good. Yeah. Is it gonna be here? Sorry. Facebook. And why is the sound off?
You bet. push people beyond what's expected of them.
Whiplash, Sunday at 9.
Oh, well, that... Come on now. You know, you search for a video and you can't find the one you want. And then there's ads.
There are two words in the English language more harmful than good job.
It's a true story.
Then, would you want to go?
You tell somebody good job, what are you telling them? Okay, you don't need to do anything better. That's where that body positivity thing came from you can't fat shame people. Well, one, shame is an emotion that people feel. I don't control people's emotions. If I say something and they feel shamed, then they got to work on it themselves. Two, that whole body shaming thing just went away, or the body positivity went away as soon as Ozempic came out. All these people who were like, no, you need to accept me, Lizzo, and I'm beautiful, and all that shit. Sorry, I'm worked up about it. This is triggering for me. That horse shit that people tell each other, like, hey, you've done good enough. Oh, okay. Well, one, you're not in a position to tell me I've done good enough, so F off. And two, I'm going to keep going and getting better. And that's the problem with right back to the mental health professional crisis of mental health professionals doing nothing other than trying to get the world to think that they don't have mental health problems. Make sense? I told you I was going on a rant. So, okay, back from, I went to the Caribbean. I went to Key West. Went to Miami. It's a really freaking cool job. I get to fly with competent people, which is a nice change. If you're ever unhappy in your job, not like you go to like start out jobs, entry level jobs, you work at a gas station, you work at a car wash, whatever it is, those entry level jobs, you're going to dislike them. You're meant to dislike those. That's supposed to motivate you to get better and go do something else. These people who want $20 an hour for working at McDonald's are insane. They think they've done a good job. So now they want to get paid and be able to live on their own, working at McDonald's. It doesn't happen. That's an entry-level job. You're supposed to be pissed off. But if you get to where you want to be, like for me, becoming a pilot, and it's not as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be, it's usually because the people around you you're not on the same wavelength. For me, I expect everybody else to do their best, and I ran into a situation where they weren't. Everybody was doing good enough and not putting forth the effort. They sat over in the right seat, they had their 3 stripes, and they had accomplished what they wanted to accomplish. They didn't want to become a captain. They didn't want to become a check airman. They didn't want to do anything. They had found their comfort level. That's not what a pilot is supposed to do. A pilot is supposed to be the person who's like constantly getting better to maintain safety. At the previous employer, I saw that every day. People who were just good enough, and people who actually said, I don't want to upgrade to captain. Then why the hell are you a pilot? Do you just want to wear the uniform and look cute? Don't get me started on the people who do makeup in crews. We're up in cruise, not takeoff, not landing. Yeah. So, change of scenery, and now I fly with people who are competent. I actually sent a message to a guy that I flew with, and I'm like, thank you for reminding me that there are competent pilots out there. It's satisfying. And that kind of, and you run into that situation and it bleeds over into the rest of your life. If you're pissed off at work, you're going to be pissed off at home. Maybe. So I did that. I came home last night and I was pretty bummed. I made a little bunny house, not a dog house, but a little bunny house. It's actually out on the porch right now. But I had a little bunny. Not really, but what I would do is I built this little house with carpet inside so it could stay warm in the winter. And well, here, I'm gonna get it. I gotta probably throw it away anyway. I'll be right back. Sucks. So, it's my little bunny house. I gotta toss it. Because that's what bummed me out. I used to leave food out for this little bunny. I'd throw some right in front of the house and then throw some inside of it. It would come in and I'd see it on the Ring camera. It would go inside and eat its little food and hang out and be warm. Well, I had left food out a couple times and it didn't get eaten. And then I left more food out and it didn't get eaten. So about over the past 2 weeks, I noticed that the food wasn't getting eaten anymore. And I'm bummed. Because that tells me anyway, either the bunny moved to Denver or it's not with us anymore. So I liked my little bunny. Yeah. What else? I made a note here. Oh, yeah. I walked to get my mail and saw Noshi, my little dog, and I had to stop myself because Noshi's owner was in the backyard. Now, Noshi, if you haven't watched, or you have watched the other one, you forgot. It's the little dog that's always by itself in the backyard, my little friend. I always bring it treats too. I don't know why I said it. It's a she. I know that now. But no, she's always in the backyard, sitting there, by herself, not happy. And I don't care for that. Because when you have a dog, or when you have any relationship whatsoever, owning a dog is a relationship. Owning any pet is a relationship. There's a lot of people out there now who have a pet solely for their own experience of owning the pet, and they couldn't give two shits or even a single shit about the experience of the dog or the cat or the bunny. I've been talking a lot about love recently, and I've been going down this exploration of what love is because I found it interesting that most people can't describe. They can't tell you what love is, and it's the central focus of our entire existence. It is literally the most important thing that exists, is love. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We are given by God a certain amount of life energy. Our willingness to give that energy to other people and other creatures is love. It's a spectrum of how much you're willing to give but that's love. And these people, oh, Dad's in a mood today. I don't like animals getting hurt. And I don't like neglect, when people just neglect, whether it be their kids or animals. But if you get a dog, singular number one, that tells me that you are interested in what the dog can give you. You want the experience when you want it. Poor Noshi sits in that backyard until her owner goes, yeah, I feel like experiencing a dog. And then Noshi's let inside. Does that make sense? I mean, my explanation of the neglect that Noshi is going through. And not just Noshi, like lots of other dogs and millions of other people. Everybody's living their best life. Oh, oof. And they couldn't give a shit about the experience of others, whether it be people or animals. If you have a dog and you let it just sit by itself, if you have a kid and let it just sit by itself on the phone, if you have a partner, husband, wife, and let them just sit and you're just expecting, okay, now you give me energy. When I want it, I want you to give me energy. You're an energy vampire is what you are. You just steal energy from other creatures and expect people to cater to you. The reason I've been told, there's people who've told me many times that they love me. No. They love they enjoy the energy that I give them. I provide them with my life energy. I love them. Happened just recently with my boy who drove me to the airport. Starts with an A. Alonzo? Something like that. I can't remember because he has two names. Either way, Cuban guy. But he's like, dude, you have such good energy, man. He's like, here, take my number. I'll be your driver to Denver Airport whenever you want. It's because it's creepy as it sounds, because people give a connotation to love that is not necessarily that connotation. But I was giving love to Alonzo. I think that's his name. I only rode with the guy one time. I do that same thing for everybody. I provide them with my life energy. I listen to them. I try to understand their experience. I try to let them, talk to me and listen and respond. So people have said, I love you so much. No, you don't. If you loved me, you would be giving me your life energy too. You don't. My willingness for you girls, like I will expend all of my energy. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't know. So that's the rant on mental health professionals and life energy. Everybody says like, oh, well, how do you love yourself? You expend your energy that God gave you to be better. That's how you love yourself. You sit there and reflect and go, okay, here's where I didn't do as good as I could have. I'm going to make that better. I did well here. I'm going to do that again. I really screwed up this situation. I'm going to go ahead and give myself forgiveness, as long as you try and fix it. You do all those things. You expend life energy on yourself. It's like money. You can spend a little money on yourself. Get a pedicure. It's great. I don't know, actually. Just said that for some reason. But you can love yourself, you can love others by expending that life energy. Then, of course, intimacy comes into play there and all that sort of stuff. But love and sex are completely separate things. There's a lot of, especially women out there who think that sex is love. So that's what they hold back. No, see, I'm not going to give you sex because that's the most important thing I have. No, it's not. The most important thing you have is the life energy that God gave you. Your body is not. I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Anyway. It is okay, by the way. I'm still looking at this video. It is okay, by the way, to say good job. You want to pepper that in afterwards. After you have said, no, this is not good enough a few times. Nothing is ever going to be good enough the first few times, the first 100 times. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. My allergies have been acting up something fierce. How do I put this? There's always a balance. You don't want to not say good job. And I'm talking for other people and for yourself. And good job is okay. Great job. Wonderful job. You're perfect. Those kinds of things. Okay, well, let's just tone that down and keep going because you can always get better at everything. And it's that strive for perfection that is, it's the journey that's actually rewarding. I saw a video, I'm not going to be able to find this one, but when people attain something, it's never as rewarding as they think it's going to be. It's the actual journey, it's the struggle to get there that they find to be rewarding. Yeah. What else is going on? I got a meeting today. Oh, speaking of which, I had a good meeting with that evaluator I was telling you about. One of the few mental health professionals. I don't know if you'd even consider her a mental health professional, but it made me realize that I'm partially, at least partially, right about this whole situation, in that the divorce attorneys who went into business to destroy families, they antagonize situations. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. She met with me. We had a good conversation. Then she met with Mom. Then she met with me again. And one thing I found out was that Mom was shocked to hear that I had taken responsibility and owned up to all the stupidity that I've done in the past. And stupidity is a gentle way of putting it. The thing is, I'd spoken to Mom's attorney a couple times and said, "Hey, look, I'm taking responsibility for this. I'm gonna fix this. I'm at least gonna fix myself." I met with the CLR, told her that even more. "Hey, I screwed up here. You want me to just beat myself with a whip? I mean, hey, I'm taking responsibility." And then the evaluator told Mom, and Mom was apparently in disbelief. It's because her attorney and the CLR are not going to say, hey, guess what? Dad's actually taking responsibility. You don't need to pay us any more money. You can go ahead and, try and mend the fence here. I don't know what mend the fence, but you know what I mean. Yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I can't think I can't think of somebody who's more evil than a divorce attorney. God, creates marriages, relationships, family units. And these people go into the business of, one, the destruction of that. Two, the lies and manipulation they tell to achieve that destruction. That's pretty wild to me. That's pretty wild. I would not recommend ever getting into a relationship with someone who's a divorce attorney. It would seem other people agree with me, because nobody wants to be in relationships with those people. Imagine that. But, same time, forgiveness. I wanted to make a quick video and check in with you. Like I said, in Miami. That was weird. I was literally walking down the street. I had just eaten all that food, Japanese street food. Amazing. And the feeling, the environmental stimulus, the feeling was, I got to pick up Amy and Grace. Like child time, which was your daycare. I'm like, I got to get over there. And it lasted for a half a second. But it was there. I was taken right back to picking you guys up from daycare. That was a bizarre experience. And so I whipped out the phone and gotta let the girls know. So I would say about 90% of my day is thinking about you guys. Now, I have other things to do, so you're always just there. But it's this motivation to keep going, because I could tell myself, oh, I did a good job. I didn't, though, as a dad and a husband. I could say that. There's men out there that do it. I've met them. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly. I told you, allergies. Or I could say to myself, no, that was not good enough. I'm going to do better. Do you see how that works? Do you see how I brought it full circle? Oddly enough, most of the mental health professionals that I've dealt with have told me, no, it's okay. You're okay. The one I go to now actually challenges me. I like it. Actually says, are you sure you're doing enough? I like that. I appreciate that. No, I'm not doing enough. And I'm going to keep going. It's going to be uncomfortable. We've talked about doing uncomfortable things and doing the things you don't want to do. Do those. Every time you run into something you don't want to do. Right now, I don't want to go work out. I'm going to go upstairs. I made a home gym. Did I tell you that? I'm going to go upstairs and get my workout in. Why? Because I don't want to. It's chest day. So I'm going to take Dana Lynn Bailey with me and throw it on YouTube upstairs, and I'm going to do chest day with DLB. Look it up. Good stuff. All right. I love you, girls. You go out and you give that life energy. Not all of it. Save some for yourself. But Jesus was telling us, you give your life energy in the same way that I've given you my life energy. You know what I mean. All right. I love you.